Every spec of Warlock is mastery.
I go haste.
I don't believe so. Destro right now is crit and haste are equal for Destro.
Actually, crit mine ain't that bad.
Okay.
Not that mastery's a bad thing, but...
No, what I'm saying is for Flask, it's mastery.
Oh, for Flask.
All 3 specs, it's for Flask. All 3 specs, it's mastery.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about stat, like, what
Nope.
stats on
No, whoa. Hold up there, Chief. Stop jumping around. Get back here.
Everyone troll her.
Rascal. You little rascal.
You gotta earn your flasks.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do a ready check just to see who's here. Nice.
And then also, I have the oil.
What are you oiling up, dude?
I'm getting oiled up. Good. Wait, let me buy a rune.
Look at Mr. Gotrocks over here.
Yes. Alright. I'm gonna be fully juiced.
Okay.
Do we have our main tanks today?
Yeah, we got our main takes. We should be good to drop the feast and then the cauldrons.
Fucking me.
We appreciate you, Croc, for the feasts, and we appreciate you, Chess, for the cauldrons. For the cauldron. The method website is saying that I should be using the Flask of the Shattered Sun flask.
Flask of the Shattered Sun Flask.
Yeah.
I raid on my Warlock on my main. I've played all 3 specs. In most cases, when you sim it out, there's not enough mastery on our tier by default. And the reason that mastery gives you such heavy is because you just don't get enough on the gear. That the stat distribution of getting mastery helps equal out some of the stat distribution.
Gotcha.
For any spec.
My Warlock must just be very unlucky, because he's at like 40% mastery right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm at 40 point. I'm at 41% mastery. Forrest, how much?
I'm at 46% mastery.
Oh, shit.
Guys, that's not the number that matters, right? It's the 3-digit number, right?
I have 662.
I'm 609.
Yeah, you're still a little low comparatively, right? Because haste is at what, 1,000, and your crit's at what, 600, 700?
No, my crit's at 916 and my haste is at 714.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haste fast. But yeah.
Lol.
But that's the idea, right?
Well, that's good.
There's just not enough. There's not enough mastery, is why everyone just recommends you just run a mastery flask.
Okay. This is ready check 4 pull.
Bird.
I'm drinking my homemade homebrew, cold brew coffee with a homemade honey syrup.
Wow, too fancy.
Little
Look at
almond.
chess, they're the most perfect stats.
Damn.
I would take those on like 4 different classes.
Alright, this is for the poll. We're gonna pull the boss to Skull over here, just as we were doing yesterday.
Hasting in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know who I have.
You got General.
Master spell.
I guess Venom. No? Well,
Focus down, Sen. General Judgment is happening now. Venal Judgment is happening in 3, 2, 1 now. Or of Devotion is happening now. We're gonna run along the edge of the platform. Dodge the shields. Get a little bit closer to the puddle over here. General Judgment is now. Commander Judgment is in 3, 2, 1 now.
Bring them the wrong way. Bring them to the old puddle. Dread.
Do what?
Right about where
I'm
Sen
kinda
is,
lost.
you want to bring her. Alright, run out. Make sure we soak these.
Dread, who do you have right now?
I got General.
Chimers.
Okay.
Bring back to the puddle.
General Judgment is in 3, 2, 1 now. Commander Judgment is in 3, 2, 1 now.
Alright, Dread, bring them.
Wait, do what now?
Keep them close to the old puddle that spawns.
Both of the tanks are dead. Let's run back.
I'm not sure how I died. Oh, I got the shield of the righteous yet.
She won't let me kill myself.
She wants to kill you.
She kept death gripping me.
When do pallies have death grip?
I don't know, man.
Since Bellamy, I guess.
Give me a second. I'm gonna grab one of them up. Mass Res is coming soon, TM.
Oh, it's on me for once. Sorry.
A few people in the back didn't get it, so move a little. Yeah. Right there.
They're gonna spawn.
Yeah. He's far enough away.
Just don't walk forwards.
Alright, let's go ahead and get our repairs out.
Can we actually put markers on Bellamy and Venal?
Yeah, I think that could be helpful.
Okay, so Blue, who are you gonna get first?
Diamond.
Alright.
Bellamy has the diamond, Venal has the...
Moon.
I got Commander.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do a pull.
Lusting in 3, 2, 1. Dispel. Master spell.
Yep.
Back them up a little better, please.
Focus down, Sen. General Judgment in 2, 1 now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1 now.
I got this. Who are-
Here comes Aura of Devotion. Go ahead and run out. General Judgment in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now.
Oh, I fucking taunted too early. Back on Bellamy.
Bring them a little bit closer towards this area. There we go. That's good. Soak these. General Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment is now. We don't have another B-res. Run them towards the stairs, Blue.
Where?
Just take this gate. And then stand at the top of the stairs until they get close to you, and then once they get close to you, run off the edge. Now run out. Alright, Master Res coming out.
Let me. Second.
Let me know when you're ready, Blue.
This will make my life so much easier.
Hey, Demo Locks, you know you have that thing Dispel? It really helps the healers. If you Dispel the shield dot, that does a shit ton of damage.
That is
Trying to
good.
figure out where that is. Oh, it's the Avengers Shield.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yep, and it's down in your bottom right. Or you mean talent or damage taken?
I'm talking about the ability that we can dispel.
Yeah. It's what is it? It's
Avengers
Searing
Shield.
Radiant.
Oh, it's
I think
not that?
Searing
Okay.
Radiance. It's Searing Radiance is the dot.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. It's off of Sen then.
Yeah.
No, we get a. We can use Sen's magic, yeah, off of the Grimoire Implord. And so that's what we can use.
Yeah, I forgot they took away our interrupt till I was playing demo earlier.
I'm surprised they didn't take the interrupt even sooner, to be honest.
Maybe it'll work better if it's like in the middle of my screen. Sure, I guess. Alright, I'm good now.
You already got a stone. She does not.
Casting most in 3, 2, 1.
back, stack them up. Stack them on blue.
Here's Sin. Focus down Sin. General Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Here comes a word of devotion.
Works.
Alright, get a little bit closer to the puddle. General Judgment is now. Commander Judgment is in 3,
No,
2,
wrong.
1,
Talk to the wrong
now.
person.
Get them a little bit closer to the puddle. Right where Sin is.
Oh, let me get Venomy.
Make sure we soak these. General Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. General Judgment in 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Here's Aura of Peace. Run them out towards the edge here. General Judgment in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. General Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Focus down Sen.
We got messed up there somehow.
Alright.
Closer to the puddle when you can.
Who you got? Who you got? Blue.
She's dead. Run her towards the edge if you can.
I have Bellamy.
We're getting there. We're surviving longer. It's good.
Yeah.
I
had
think
Bellamy.
we need like a more universal call out because Dread understands General and Commander. I do not.
General is General Bellamy, and Commander is Commander Venel.
Yes, I know that outside of
Well,
the
I'm
heat
supposed to be
battle.
dying.
Yes.
But in the heat of battle, I'm like, which one's Commander, which one's General?
There we go.
That's why I had them with that's why I wanted them.
You know, I'm just gonna. Yeah, that,
Well, you should have a stone, so don't release.
So every time, Commander Bellamy is going to Judgment first. So whenever he's calling for Judgment, it's going to be the Vat Lady. And then it's going to be the Twink Boy. Every time.
So
Tank Swap is
So
Big
it's
Lady
all-
first, and then
so it-
Twink Boy every time.
so it's always Bellamy, then
Yeah, Bellamy always does hers first, and then Venel does his second. If you have the timeline, like the ability timeline active, hers is going to be a blue icon, and his is going to be a red.
they don't have colors.
Yeah, that
One just
That
has
doesn't really
PV
help
and
us,
The other one just has
because
another.
we're having to occasionally focus the boss we're not currently tanking, and then taunt mid-cast. It's not as easy as it sounds.
It's really not the part that I was having trouble with.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
Go ahead and get our repairs up.
Well, it's just whenever Force is calling for Judgment, which is the taunt swap, as you know, whoever is on Twink Boy, Commander Venel, is going to have to target Bellamy to get ready for the first judgment.
There was a lot of words used that could have been explained. That could have been explained in like 5 or less, but I think I got it now.
Yeah, it's just really hectic. A lot to watch and a lot to remember.
We'll get it.
Hero in 3,
I'm firing.
2, 1.
Yeah, what the hell happened there?
Let's pick 'em up.
Yeah, go ahead and res him. Bellamy Judgment in 3, 2, 1. Venal Judgment in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and run out. Dodge shields. Alright, get them a little bit closer towards this puddle here. Bellamy Judgment is now. Venal Judgment is in 3, 2, 1, now. This is a perfect placement for the bosses. Here's Sen. Focus Sen down really quick. Good job. Soak these. General Bellamy Judgment in 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Venal in 3, 2, 1, now. Getting blue up. Bellamy Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Venal in 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. Run them towards the stairs.
Yeah, did it again.
Just run out. Yep. Good job. Let's go ahead and get our repairs up.
So what exactly am I mass dispelling, by the way? 'Cause I don't see anything when you call it through.
Divine shield, it looks like.
Yeah, Sen casts a Divine Shield on somebody, becoming immune to all damage and harmful effects for 8 seconds.
Ah.
Hero in 3, 2, 1.
Focus down Sen. General Bellamy's Judgment in 2, 1, now. Commander Venel in 3, 2, 1, now. Here's Aura of Devotion. Dodge shields. Aura Devotion is over. Drag them a little bit closer to the puddle. Bellamy Judgment now. Commander Venel Judgment in 3, 2, 1, now. Here comes Aura of Wrath. Focus down Sin. Make sure we soak these. Dodge hammers. General Bellamy Judgment 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Venel 3, 2, 1, now. General Bellamy now. Commander Venel in 3, 2, 1, now. Aura of Peace is happening very shortly. Get ready to run out. General Bellamy in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Venel in 3, 2, 1, now. General Bellamy in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Venel in 3, 2, 1, now. Focus down Sen. A little bit closer to the puddle. General Bellamy in 3, 2, 1, now. Commander Venel in 3, 2, 1, now. A little bit more damage on Sen if we can. They do get buffed if one of them dies before the others. Alright, run along the edge. Dodge shields. Here's Sen. Focus her down. Good job. Move these guys closer to the puddle that spawns here. That way we'll have way more room. General Bellamy's Judgment now. Commander Venel's in 2, 1, now. Here comes Aura of Wrath. Run these out and soak. Alright, focus down Sen. Good job. A little bit more damage on Venel. General Bellamy's Judgment in 2, 1, now. Commander Venel in 3, 2, 1, now. Here's Aura of Peace. Super good job, everybody. Hell yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because I deaf muted everybody.
Whatever works.
Alright, we got Priest, Mage, and Warlock Helmet tier.
Hold on, what's my first weapon? Not this one, clearly. But I guess it's. I guess. Sure. Oh, okay.
I mean, really, as hard as that's been, that felt easy.
Congrats on the tier helm. Fiery. Congrats on the leather shoulders, Falanla. Congrats on the one-handed sword, Spay. Rather one shot and move on. Why is it doing that? Hang on.
Really, we were only at that boss for like less than 30 minutes.
No, go back. Open that again, Spay. I need to drag this in there because it's being stupid. Oh. Okay, let's see.
Hey, what is the main difference on heroic with this fight?
I think things just hurt more, because whenever I was looking at different videos, they never actually specified what the differences were. Usual strats to do is kill Demiar first, yeah, okay. And P1. Ads also need the beams. Okay.
The only thing I'm fairly confident. Have we had to do ads or add arrows on P2? I don't remember if that's in normal. If no one knows what I'm talking about, that's I think the only difference on heroic.
Okay, yeah, we can give it a go. Alright, so the main difference for this one is going to end up being for all of our DPS, we're going to kill Demiar first, that's at the back there, and then we're going to work on probably Morium and then Varellus. So whatever tank is tanking Demiar first is going to be the one that swaps over to Varellus after that one dies. And then in phase 2, let me do some judgment calls here. I'm gonna say that Falanla, Crimbo, and Squibbo, you guys are going to main DPS Illyria. You're not going to touch the Simulacrum. We're going to try and get Illyria down to like 60-ish%, 65-ish% until we kill the Simulacrum. Everybody else is going to be doing damage to the Simulacrum. So you three will not have to touch anything except for Illyria.
Understood.
Alright, ready, check.
I should have gotten myself an augment room while I was doing.
Yeah, we can pass out the runes. Who has not used a Vontus rune yet?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Nah.
Let me see where they went. There they are.
Okay.
Normal mode in phase 1, the Grasp of Emptiness targets 2 players. That's that weird.
Of course. Look. No. Look.
Yeah, I have extras.
Oh yeah. No, I'm saying. Okay. You have enough.
Yeah, I should have enough.
Oh, that
we
was
pulled.
my fault.
We pulled. Go, go.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Leave it to the fox.
It's fine.
Make an executive decision here.
All right, here comes. Yeah, just jump off. Just jump off.
I made that executive decision.
Man.
I have a stone tip.
I wonder how far I can go out. Oh, not very.
It's faster to release and just use the teleporter than to try and use stones.
But then I don't get to get.
Or the stone will put me on the platform.
But then I don't get to get mass rezzed.
You don't even have to teleport. It just puts you. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, idiot.
Platforms look the same, okay?
Are you saying that the powers that be of grand scale entropy are all fundamentally reducing us to the singular appearance of one platform?
You can't just fucking mumbo jumbo me like that.
I clicked.
Oh wait. I just now saw don't click the orb. That should I not have clicked the orb?
It's faster to take the teleport behind us.
Oh.
I like the scenic route, I guess.
Alright.
Force.
What's up?
The Undying Sentinels will have to continually be hit by the Silver Strike arrow because it will be stacking a damage buff that gets cleared by the arrow.
Oh, okay. That's in P2, right?
P1. That is this phase.
Oh, shit.
So these 3 guys are going to get a stacking debuff, or damage buff, that gets continually cleared every time we shoot with the arrows.
Gotcha.
So there's no wasted silver arrow this time.
Sick. Oh, I thought you didn't. Okay, never mind. That works. Alright, we're gonna do a pull this time.
Okay, I think I'll get that answer when I get there, I guess. Demi boy! Hey!
Watch those arrows.
You want to try and kill these droplets on top of the mini bosses?
Yep.
It gives them a damage taken increase.
Alright, here comes the arrows. Make sure we're aiming them at the dudes.
Aim
Super
at the
good
mini
job.
bosses, breaks their shields. Careful for these arrows. I'm trying to point them away from the main group.
Here comes the next set of arrows in 10 seconds.
Careful for the circles on the floor. Every time an ad dies, it spawns a circle on the floor. It does damage.
What?
Yes, it does.
1 minute.
Here comes the arrows again.
Well, I'm hoping you're dead on the
Oh yeah, that's true. All right.
Oh my god. That was a 96% damage increase on him.
Holy shit.
I think that's probably what's really hurting us.
What?
I think that only starts stacking once we break their shield.
I think I just killed myself.
Yeah, go ahead and jump off. Too many of us are dead. Yeah, we're definitely wanting to make sure that all of the ads, like the 3 ads, are getting shot by an arrow. Which is difficult considering that we only get 2 per roll. Like 2 per actual ability cast. But we'll have to kind of like swap between the 2. Or the 3 rather. It also kind of looked like they were getting the there it goes. It also looked like they were getting their invulnerability shield back. I don't know if they were actually getting it back or not, but it looked like they it looked like Demiar was getting one, which was interesting. All right, so we're going to, if you need to roll, or rather I'm trying to think of how to put this. If you get targeted with the arrow, I need some of the range to kind of be around the middle of the room here, where I'm jumping up, where Illyria is getting choked out. What's going to happen is whenever you get attacked with the arrow or targeted with the arrow, you're going to be able to position a little bit easier because it's originating from her. And so if you're standing on top of Demiar, you're going to have a much longer run to go and aim it. If you need to aim it at Morium, you're going to have to run way farther than if you were just right on top of Illyria. You can just kind of rotate around and it'll be a little bit quicker. So if you're ranged, try and be around Illyria in the middle. That way it's a little bit easier. If you're mid-range, then, you know, you can't really do too much, but if you're, you know, like a priest or a warlock or something, then you'll be able to sit in the middle.
The wizards.
Yeah, all the wizards. Alright, quick ready check. Let's go ahead and get our repairs up. Here comes the Solar Strike arrows in 5 seconds. Here they are. Unfortunate. These arrows need to be pointed at Demiar and the one on the right, Morium. We're pointing both of them at Varellus.
To be fair, I was already over there.
Gotta point them at Morium. Silver Strike arrows are coming out again in 5 seconds. Good job on hitting Morium. Here comes another set of arrows in 4. They're coming out now. Try and hit the boss again. I think you hit him, maybe?
He's got some friendly fire. I'm running out of space on the platform.
Yeah, I think we're meant to kill these things a little bit faster.
So
Go
one
ahead-
thing with like the
Go ahead and jump off.
like once you break their shield, you don't really need to hit them a second time, because once you hit them with an arrow, it clears the stacks that the slimes are stacking on them, that increases our damage done to them. So when you hit them with a second arrow, those stacks go away and we don't do a lot of damage to them anymore. So only one arrow is necessary. The other ones can just go into the void once they've all been cleared of their shields.
This thing says first arrow through the Sentinel 2 and 3, second arrows through Sentinel 1, and third arrows through Sentinel 3.
I mean, we can try it. Yeah, so that's definitely what's gonna probably determine this as well. So before we try to lust this phase just to get to phase 2, we're going to be on Demiar first, and then once Demiar is dead, we're going to swap to Morium, and then we're going to swap to Varellus. So all of our DPS needs to be on Demiar, and then once Demiar dies, all of our DPS needs to go to Morium, and then all of our DPS needs to go to Varellus. That way we can make sure that we can try and kill them without using Lust on this phase, because I do know that we want to use Lust in phase 3 if we can. But we'll give that a go. Go ahead and get our repairs up. Go ahead and ready check. Interrupting trimmers out now. Here comes arrows in 10 seconds. This is going to be the first set. Arrows out now. One on each. Alright. Arrows. Alright, on to Morium. Arrow needs to hit Morium. Arrow's coming out in 5. I think we need to hit Varellus with this. we're getting blew up.
You get ads on you, try and bring them into the boss's melee range. Let the tanks pick them up.
Oh, Dread's dead.
Oh, boy. Almost 500,000. Melee.
Oof. Yeah, he was enraged. I think we might need to lust on this phase just so that we can see phase 2. We'll get another pull in and then we'll take our 5.
And just to clarify, I cannot dispel the heal.
No,
Right.
because it will jump to somebody else and it will reset.
Just making sure.
Yeah, so try and heal it off the best you can, and if their actual health bar gets low, then dispel them, and then you can actually heal that person.
Yep.
I clicked no because it was where the lock rocks were. I am ready though.
Yeah, if we can try and stay around where star is, I've marked myself with a star. If you can stay around where I'm at, that should help the healers out quite a bit.
Can you give us a lock gate from like here to here?
Once we start, yes.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Alright, lock gates up. Here comes arrows, make sure we're hitting the boss ads.
Please don't get shotgunned. Stand
Whoa.
still.
There's arrows.
Oh my. Whoa. Let's get down quickly. Out of space.
Got this one. I can't run across.
Oh, that's lovely. So
We are going to
Seems
try.
Morellis is the only one that gets the stacking damage done buff, so I think he's the only one we actually need to potentially hit multiple times so the tanks don't get one shot.
It's also really hard too because they do a raid wide as they're not tanked, so we need to kill the things way faster. We're gonna do a little bit of a change up on the strat. Since we are running out of room on the ground really quickly, I want everybody to try and stack together. Probably, let me put down a marker really quick. I'm just gonna put down the marker, and then we'll take a quick 5 after I kind of explain what to do with it. Does anybody else click on that teleporter and it like doesn't do anything for the first 4 seconds?
Half the time, yeah, for me too.
Okay, thank God.
Someone else also clicking on it.
It's been doing that to me for everything, flask, cauldrons, etc. I have to click everything multiple times.
Mine's only been that teleport.
We're gonna start here on Skull. Like if you're not a tank, everybody's gonna start here on Skull just to make it easier, and we're gonna rotate clockwise because we're gonna be moving from Demiar to Morium and then to Varellus. And Varellus
So
is going.
longer standing in the middle.
Huh?
So ranged are no longer standing in the middle.
Correct, because what's happening is like some people are getting targeted with the arrows that they need to like aim away from the group, and that drops a puddle on the ground that slowly expands, and it's eating away at all of our like actual available real estate to fuck around with. And I'm almost positive if we are all stacked, it will be. Only way I've done is the way Force is explaining now. Yeah. So if we're all stacked, then whenever those people get targeted with the arrows, the puddles will be in the exact same spot, and we'll have more room and more opportunities to move around the floor. And so once we are finished with like this section, once the puddles start on Skull, we're going to move towards like X, and then we'll be moving towards Square, and so on.
Okay, so we are on break right now.
Yeah, we're gonna take our 5 now. Yeah, I don't think he was like biting your head off there, Falana. It was a good question to ask. That way you know where to go. Alright, yeah, we're taking a quick 5, grab a snack, grab a drink, go potty, and I'll be right back. Kale, that's nuts.
Yeah, there's a special spec for Mythic on this boss because of that. The Mistweaver is basically used to get the debuffs off.
That's insane.
Everything else because you buff it so much through the spec that every other button isn't worth the mana cost.
Man, I sure do wish I could use my T's for increased movement speed still.
Were you teasing?
Himself.
Good heavens, not in Discord.
Increased movement speed?
Yeah, if you if you use one of these, you get a movement speed increase, but like they made it so that you don't get that movement speed in Raid or I think Mythic Plus anymore.
So you can't tease yourself for increased movement speed?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, not like...
Alright, this is just to see who's here. It is good for gathering, yeah.
Do we have another feast, or are we using our own? Mine
We're
just
gonna-
expired.
We're gonna use a feast, it's just we're waiting for everybody to get here.
Okay.
Alright, everybody's ready. We can drop it.
There it is.
Alright, this is going to be for pull. Alright, just as a reminder, everybody's going to be stacking on Skull until the first set of arrows comes out, the ones with the big puddle in the ground. And then we're going to be moving slowly towards X and then square and so on.
Where the fuck am I? He's on a baby leash.
Yeah, you'll keep them over there. Everybody else is going to deal with it. Alright, I'm seeing what's going on. Alright, Morium next. Make sure we're all over here.
I'm a B-res crop. Ah!
We don't need to hit Morium a second time with the Illyrian arrow.
He's still on your your baby leash? Just kill these guys over here. Yeah, he's still on baby leash.
Yeah, they don't move very far. It looks like Varellis has gone into Berserker Raid, so just jump off.
Oh.
So we need to try and kite, like if you get threat on any of the little like droplet pads, to bring them over to the mini boss. Because when we kill them, they drop a puddle. If it hits the boss, he takes increased damage.
Yep.
We want as many stacks of that on the mini bosses as we can to beat their asses faster. So, unfortunately, wizards might have to use your legs, push your little wheelchairs, whatever you gotta do.
Push me.
Yep. I
Is that a cat? Is that a dig at cat guard?
Yes.
Yes. My raid frames broke.
Reload.
So it looks like Fiery, Spay, and Anita all have a combination of poison, magic, disease, poison, magic, disease, poison, bleed, magic. Oh, hell.
Okay, so this is what was happening that I was watching. The arrows that we aim, the ones that have like the big puddles, they themselves don't drop the puddles. But what happens is whenever you get that mechanic on you, very shortly after you like actually shoot the arrows, after those go off, you have maybe like 2 or 3 seconds, maybe, and then you drop the puddle. If you get hit by one of those arrows, you also get that debuff to where you'll drop a puddle. You'll notice when you'll be able to drop the puddle, like you'll have like the little purple arrow above your head, which is not going to be very helpful since everything in this stupid raid is purple. But if you notice, you'll have a little purple arrow above your character's head, and that's going to signify when you are going to be dropping, like when you are targeted to drop the puddle, not when it's going to drop. So what's going to happen is once those arrows go off, you're going to try and get as close to this platform edge as you possibly can so that we get more real estate. If you get hit by one of the arrows, you too need to run over to the edge as quickly as possible so that we have more room to run around on. We're still going to be stacking on Skull and then we're moving together as a group, like clockwise around the platform, but it's just a matter of like, that's what's causing the puddles to form. It is a drop that you can position. So let's go ahead and get our repairs up.
Can I rebuff one Fury? There we go.
Make sure that you don't jiggle once these arrows go out.
Wobble, baby, wobble.
Super good job.
No longer get the boss here.
Swap to Morim if you can't hit him then. Alright, make sure we're all stacked up on square over here. Here comes the Silver Strike arrows in 4 seconds. If you need to use my gate to position, then do so. Morium's almost dead. Silver Strike arrow's going out in 2. Alright, Morium's dead. Good job. Position and get to Varellus. Make sure that we're putting those void droplets on top of the boss.
Yeah, try not to cleave them until they're on the boss, if you are capable.
Enraged.
That was much closer though. That was good.
Yeah, that was a lot closer. That was good.
He faced you.
Hey, look, a face.
Now on Heroic, those arrows do hurt a lot more, so you'll probably only ever want to take one of the arrows if you can possibly handle it on these vacuums.
I take one every second set. Because they do a bunch of damage, but you get the stacking damage and slow debuff.
Yeah, and they also, yeah, they do deal more damage as you get hit by them, so that is true.
So if you're like a fast boy, you can take like every second and fourth, but if you're like a big dumb slow character, like a hunter or something, you can do like 1, 3, and 5. You know.
Alright, and this phase would be mostly the same. Alright, jump off. I think I'm gonna make the executive decision for us to lust on the first phase so we can try and kill them. The ideal situation is that we all go into phase 2 alive. We can try that. Alright, so we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna try and lust on pull, and then we're also going to delay hitting Demiar with the arrow until he's close to or at 0. That way the buff doesn't come off early. The damage buff, I mean. Alright, get your repairs.
I'm just gonna wait till I'm actually like broken because I'm broke.
Maybe I should put on fishing hat.
Yeah, that's
Alright. Aim your arrows away from this particular boss. We're gonna try and hit Morium and Varellus with them first. Here comes the arrows in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Try and hit Varellus and the other one. The next arrow, we are going to need to hit Demiar for sure. 3 seconds for the next arrow. Alright. Swap over to Morium. We're gonna need to point an arrow at Varellus. He's getting a little bit large. Point an arrow at Varellus. There we go. Good job. Alright, run towards Varellus.
I got a lot of wood droplets on it and my fucking mouse.
Yes.
That's fine. It's fine.
That's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Careful for an arrow going through the boss. No, I'm not
Careful.
Blue move. Take step back. Okay, it's fine. You're tank. You're fine.
Alright, where's Anita at? Really good job. Alright, you guys are gonna have to determine who gets the, which part of the ads first. Either Simulacrum or, Illyria.
I'll get Simulacrum first.
Wood, I think your body's under the platform.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Just try and stay alive. Take that as soon as you can.
Got it.
Getting rips him.
Here comes the arrows. We need to make sure that these ads get interrupted and then pulled in. Run those arrows through the ads.
Swap.
I got ripped.
I'm gonna be closer because my taunt won't reach. This is a very precarious position.
Try and get a little bit closer on this side if you can.
I'm gonna have to go this way.
Hmm.
Probably want to swap.
Swapping. Oh. Yeah, we ran out of space.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to move around the platform a little bit more.
Get rid of this pole.
This is one of those fights where you love to have death knights.
Yeah.
So you might want to move to
Oh shit.
Do not
Alright,
interfere.
Jump off.
There goes that.
You cannot break the void's grasp. Get away while you can.
the source. I'll be right back.
Trust no one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, ooh. Okay.
Spay has single-handedly funded my repair bill.
Ooh. Okay. Let's do this.
Woo! And I already used 1/10 of it.
I have many, many
Right.
wares. Many.
We'll do some next one.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's pleasant if anybody cares.
You crack that porcelain, any?
Yeah, I think I left a burn mark down the. Oh.
Alright, so same deal. We're gonna try and stack as much as we can around the edge of the platform whenever we get into phase 2. It's gonna be really hard because like some of us don't have like full-on interrupts that don't stun, and I think those ads are stunnable in P2. So we definitely want to try and make sure that we interrupt those ads so that they'll run over to the boss or the simulacrum so that we can properly get the lasers through them. I'm probably going to put a few more people onto just Illyria. So we've got Crimbo, Falanla, and Squibbo. We're going to put Fiery and Spay on there. So So Fiery and Spay are also going to be just attacking Illyria in phase 2.
Okay.
You guys won't be doing anything to the simulacrum so that we can try and get Illyria down. Because she only got to like 93 or 4% on our first attempt on that, which was pretty high for what we need it to be. Alright, so make sure that you're repaired. We're going to go ahead and ready check. We did really well on the stuff on the ground, so again we're gonna try and hit Varellus and Morium with the first set of arrows. We're gonna delay Demiars so that we can kill them a little bit faster, and then we're going to make sure that we drop our puddles on the edge of the platform. We will be lusting on pull again.
Stay back! Do not interfere! You cannot break the void's grasp.
Try not to get hit by these arrows.
Get away while you can!
Run to the edge of the platform as soon as you're done with the arrows. Here comes the silver strike arrows in 4 seconds.
Those droplets over to them.
Yep. Damn.
Behind Ryan.
Yeah, that's fine. Here comes the next silver strike arrow. Trying to get to the edge of the platform as soon as those arrows are out.
No one is safe!
Demiar needs to hit once, and then we should be good. Rotate over to Morium. I want everybody to stack near X on the platform. Go ahead and take this as soon as you're able. Stay alive.
You cannot break the void's grasp. Don't make me do this!
Watch arrows. Alright, good. Over to Varellus, quickly.
No one is safe!
don't hit the mini boss with these silver strike arrows so that his damage buff or damage debuff continues. Don't get hit by these aimed arrows, the spears.
No one is safe.
Good job, good job, good job. Alright, I've marked...
Every set of arrows here. You know what's gonna get hit when your little character fights up the fight.
Yep. Now I've marked each of these platforms with a circle, a triangle, or a star. We're going to be moving clockwise around this platform as we lose floor space. So I want all of our DPS to kind of converge over on this edge that I've been pinging. This is where I want you guys to be. So whoever's tanking the simulacrum is also going to start over here on the right hand side of the pie. And we're going to be moving to our left as we move forward.
Stack tight.
Yep, stack tightly over here. Illyria in the middle, and then simulacrum right here. Good job, good job.
My game is correct.
Well, that's not good.
Get away while you can.
Here comes the Undying Void spawn. Move to the left. If you're confused on where you need to stand, just stand wherever star is. Yes. Yep. You guys are moving ahead of the group. You need to make sure that you're on top of star so that we don't prematurely run out of space on the platform.
Get away while you can.
Stairs out to the heads.
Swap. Moving to the edge. Find where star is and stand on top of him. Oof. We don't have another B-res for 40 seconds, so just jump off.
Get away while you can. I never miss a shot.
That was really good. We did really well on that.
Trust no one.
There wasn't as much hectic puddle dropping, which was really, really good. Hectic poodle dropping. That was really good.
Don't drop poodle.
So the phase 2 arrows.
Yeah, they
right
don't.
through the ad, they
Yeah,
bounce off of people, so you have to like position through the ad. It's very strange and weird.
If you've ever,
Ads that are in puddles.
if you guys have ever done the Tazavesh dungeon, and specifically the very last boss on Tazavesh, if you remember how the stars will ricochet between all of the players, and you need to do that in order to absorb the final, like the huge, like party wipe ability, it's the same thing. So instead of you aiming them from Illyria, they're going to bounce between you and, like, let me find my markers really quick. So, like, let's say I'm standing on X, and then Spay is standing on Skull, and then Squibbo is standing on Square. They're going to come out of Illyria, and they're going to hit X, and then there's going to be a laser between her and X, and then there's going to be another laser between X and Skull, and then another laser between Skull and Square. And so those ads need to be between those lasers. It's really easy if we're all stacked on top of each other and the simulacrum is on top of us, and the ads are on top of the simulacrum. We just have to make sure that the ads are between us and Illyria, and then they get hit with it. If we're spread out, it's going to be a lot harder to actually do that. I think that'll be an easier way to do it than just assigning people specific targets for chess, yeah. So I think, trying to think of, I'm running out of words. So whenever the tank swaps, and like Illyria's in the middle and the Simulacrum's on the right-hand side, we're all as a party going to be, or as a group, attacking whatever boss is right here, and so on and so forth. That way it's a little bit easier for us to actually deal with it. Alright. We're making pretty good progress. We've only pulled this boss like 7 times, I think.
I'll be there in a second. Give me 2 seconds.
Alright, lust on full.
Stay back! Do not interfere! You cannot break the void grasp. Get away while you can!
Here comes the first set of arrows. Make sure that we hit Demiar, or not Demiar, Varellus and Morium. Next Silver Strike in 8 seconds. We need to make sure that we hit Demiar with it. Here's the arrows out. One of you needs to come over here quickly. Arrows. 5 seconds.
You cannot break the void grasp. Don't make me do
One of you needs to come over here so that Demiar can get hit. Jump off.
Got that?
Stay out. Trust no one.
You'll know that you have the arrow targeting you whenever you have, like, your character is glowing and you have, like, a light purple arrow above your head. Go ahead and get your repairs up.
Many lucky doos, you like.
Moo. Alright, everybody stack on skull.
Do not interfere. The burden is more than you can bear.
Watch for these spears, don't get hit.
Stay while you can.
Next set of arrows are coming in 4 seconds. They need to hit Demiar. So be ready to move over. One of you needs to go over. There you go. Alright, perfect, perfect. Everybody stack towards Morium. Everybody should be attacking Morium right now. Everybody should be on top of square over here.
You cannot break the void's grasp. Don't make me do this.
Good job. Alright, run over to Venel, or Varellis.
No one is safe. You cannot break the void's grasp.
Good job. Everybody stand over here. I'm going to mark it with an X. We're going to start on X. That's where we're going to be.
Defend yourselves! Her power is greater than you know!
Enough posturing.
Just to make sure that everybody is on the same page, we all need to be on X, because whenever we drop the puddles, if one of us is over here ahead of the group, then that's going to make it harder for all of us to position. So we need to make sure that we're all on X. That also makes it easier for the healers to heal us. I'm gonna go ahead and get Spay up. Alright, everybody on X.
Get away while you can. I never miss a shot.
Swap and then move around. Stand where Star is. We're gonna move a little bit further. Somebody dropped it a little bit early. A little bit further.
All of this is your own doing. Get away while you can. I never miss a shot.
Blue's dead. Go ahead and jump up.
So am I supposed to be on X or am I supposed to be hitting Galarian? Because I can't do both.
So you're going to be on X, and you're going to be attacking whatever target is next to X. Because whenever the tanks swap, those targets are going to swap back and forth. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Let me see if I can get this before the ads spawn. So Crimbo, just exactly what I said. We're going to be stacking on X on that platform, and then whatever boss is closest to X is the one that you're going to be attacking. Go ahead and get your repairs.
Many deals for a friend of the Rumbles machine like you.
Make sure we're all stacked on top of Skull here.
You cannot break the void's
Be mindful of where those spears are pointing. First set of arrows are going to be coming out in 8 seconds.
No one is safe.
Alright, next set of arrows, one will hit Demiar. So position in such a way. The other one is going to have to hit Morium. I believe that one missed. 3 seconds for the arrows. Watch it.
No one is safe.
Alright. Everybody needs to be towards square here. Make sure that we're stacking.
Get away while you can. You cannot break the void's grasp. Don't make me do this.
Silver arrow needs to hit Virellus. Just to make sure that his stacks don't get too high. He's at 11 stacks. One arrow needs to hit Virellus. One arrow needs to hit Virellus.
You cannot break the void's grasp.
Good job. Watch your feet.
Don't make me do this.
Good job. Everybody's start trending towards X.
Fight it, mother. You're stronger than the void. She can't hear us.
Enough posturing, Alaria. It's time
If you need to, use defensives.
you truly are.
What happened? I got him up. Everybody needs to be on square or X here.
Get away while you can.
Move to the left here.
Arrows have to hit the ads.
Yep.
The position outwards.
Over here.
So that's good.
Somebody just ran off. Alright, jump off.
Yeah, we have to stack, but if you have to move out of the stack to, you know, use the arrow you have to hit the ads, do that.
Yep.
And then we have to try and kick them, because the longer they stay alive, the bigger they get, the more damage they do.
I don't know if anybody did a movement buff. Let's go ahead and get our repairs up. Probably got 2 or 3 more pulls in. How can you have wind walking when you're a mist weaver and not a wind walker?
Because I'm cool.
Stay back. Do not
Watch these spears.
Get away while you can.
Move to the edge of the platform if you're gonna drop a puddle. Here comes the silver arrows in 3 seconds.
Don't make me do this.
The next silver arrow needs to hit Demiar, and one of them needs to hit Varellus. 5 seconds. Silver arrow's out now. One of them needs to hit Demiar. Good job. Everybody stack towards square over here.
Get away while you can.
Alright, we're gonna move a little bit to the left.
You can bear. No one is safe.
If you're ever confused on where to stand, just watch out for where star is. That's where you want to be.
No one is safe. You cannot break the void.
Good job. Take this gate. We don't need to hit Varellus with any more arrows.
Don't make me do this.
Super, super good job. Congregate towards X over here.
Fight it, mother. You're stronger than the void. She can't hear us.
Enough posturing, Alaria. It's time to embrace what you truly are.
Alright, back towards X. Hell yeah. Alright, move over towards X. Damn, what happened?
Get away while you can.
Try and move over to the right.
I never miss a shot. Straight out.
I have no idea what this is.
Well,
To rescue you farther.
Jump off.
They were too close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you had them too close. I was trying to grab you and move you farther away.
Well, what happened is when I was getting too close in that first part, I tried to Infernal Strike and it sent me to the other platform. So I had to make my way back to y'all.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It was the weirdest thing. I mean, I just went the other direction entirely.
We're doing good though. We're getting really consistent on platform on phase 1, and we're getting a little bit better each time on phase 2. And that's what it's about. Let's go ahead and get our repairs up. We probably have one more pull before we get a break for the weekend.
Many wares.
Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea why or how they did that.
Alright, I think since we're doing pretty consistently on phase 1, let's try not to use Lust on phase 1. But let's continue the same strat. So we're gonna go ahead and delay hitting Demiar with the silver arrow until he's around 0 or 10% or whatever. So it's gonna be mostly the same. Are you ready, Cars?
Yeah.
Okay. We will be lusting in phase 2.
Stay back! Do not interfere! You cannot break the void's grasp.
Watch where these arrows are. They're not gonna be moving anymore. Make sure that you're at the edge of the platform if you're gonna drop bullshit. Good job. Here's the arrows. They need to hit Morium and the other one. That's fine. Right. Make sure you don't get hit by these spears. Here comes the next silver arrows. Hit Demiar with one.
Morium has them.
Good job. Everybody swap over to Morium. Try and move over to where Square is.
Get away while you can!
You got those ads? Bring up the boss, please. if you can.
No one is safe!
Alright, move over towards Varellus. Varellus does not look like he needs to be hit with an arrow anymore, so just bring the ads to him and DPS him down.
No one is safe! The burden is more than you can bear. Don't make me do this. Of course,
Good job. Everybody congregate towards where X is.
I can't contain it.
As soon as we're able to attack them in phase 2, we're gonna lust.
She can't hear us.
Use defensives and health stones as you need them.
It's time to embrace what you truly are.
Try not to get hit by multiple arrows. Make sure that if you're going to get hit, you're going to get hit every other arrow. That way you don't get the 300 or 500% damage increase. Oof. Alright. Lust. Everybody stack on star if you can. We're gonna move a little bit to the left. Make sure that we aim it through these ads. I think they got hit, maybe. Swap. Good job. Make sure we're stacking together. Move a little bit to the left. Move a little bit to the left, make sure that we're hitting the ads. Super good job. Health stones as you need them. A little bit to the left.
Swap.
They're a little bit too close. Whoever has Illyria, move closer to the middle of the platform. There you go. Interrupt these ads if we can.
They're still.
Yep. We gotta move over to this other platform. Everybody use a defensive and walk over one time. Do not jiggle. Alright, really good job. That was really, really good. We got Illyria down to 70% and the Simulacrum to like 15% or some shit like that. That's huge. We did way better on the positioning on the puddles on phase 2 than we did, I think, all night. So that's really, really good, guys. Super good job. We were able to kill Light Blinded Vanguard. We're really close. Yeah, it's just reps. We're doing really, really well. Alright. I think that's all I got. I don't really have anything else here. That was super good job tonight, guys. We did really good. We killed a new boss. We had a really good last pull. I want you guys to be really happy about that, because I am happy about that. That's really good. You guys did a super good job today.
Yeah, we made a lot more progress on that last pull there.
Oh, sure.
Hopefully it'll just be exponential from here.
Absolutely.
I'm just happy to be here.
Alright, I'll stick around for a little bit. If anybody has any questions or anything, just let me know. But yeah, super good job tonight, guys. Congrats to those who got loot today. And I hope that our vaults are like super good. I don't think that you're... Okay, yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad, but obviously everybody always has 1,000 opinions for the Evoker that nobody plays. So I'd rather just... I'm struggling, obviously. Not with Evoker itself, but the fight is obviously just not great for Evoker.
Sure.
But whatever, I'm trying to make it work. Because the problem is right now I'm struggling with, obviously I want to stack with you guys and do range stuff, but I don't have the range to do that, so I'm trying to stack with the melee instead. That way I can still do and hit the boss and stuff, but it's still targeting me with ranged abilities.
Yeah.
Mostly like that beam, which I tried every time I got, like when we're fighting the first of the 3 ads, every time I get picked for that, even with a full dash, I can't make it to another ad fast enough. If that happens, should I just let it hit the first guy instead of doing the 2 and 3? Because I tried to make it to the 3rd one, and I physically couldn't make it fast enough, even with the double dash.
Yeah, if you're unable to reach the next one, then if it's the first arrow, then ignore it on Demiar, because it's going to be one of those things where it's like, we're still holding off on hitting him with the arrow, even though you can't hit another one.
So if it's the first arrow, just let it, let hit miss him.
Yeah, if you get it on the first arrow and you're unable to reach any of the other ones in any amount of time.
I've tried multiple times, and like I either, because of the time frame, I either overshoot it because dashes are a set distance, or I don't make it enough because I'm basically on the boss like with the melee because of the way the puddles are. Because I either get, if I try to do mid-range, I get yelled at by the range for not stacking with you guys, but I can't.
Is it possible
like,
to...
If I trade with the melee, it's gonna get mad at me.
So if you're mid-range, I'm gonna try and paint a word picture, so I want you to try and visualize it. If you're mid-range and you're trying to stack with the ranged, but like you're kind of closer to the mini-boss Demiar than like everyone else, and you get targeted with the silver arrow with the first one, is it at all possible for you to blink towards Illyria into the very middle and then try and sprint your way to point it at Velaris or whatever his name is? Varellus, I think that's what it was. So that you're not... That way you're not having to blink like super wide. We can try that, but like I said before, if you can't reach it, then just let it miss. It's fine. Especially if it's the first one, because it's... We're still holding off on hitting the other one.
Okay, because now do you see why like I needed this to be more private? Because like I feel like everybody would have opinions, and not understanding that I because of Dractyr limitation.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say just like we're gonna give that one a go. We're gonna try and put you like rush towards the middle for that first one, like as soon as you notice that you have the arrow, so that you can try and get that rotation around, because it is going to move a lot faster around her, and it's going to be easier to point it at Varellos if like you are closer to Illyria than if you're like even in the middle between her and Demiar. And so we can try that, and then like I said, if you just can't and you are unable to consistently reach it, then it's just going to be a lot easier to let that pass, especially off the first one.
Okay. And then on the second part where we have like the simulacrum, I basically only DPS what's out in the range, correct?
Yeah, you're.
Whatever they're just
Yeah, whatever is like closest to X is what we're gonna be DPSing. I don't think that there was a huge problem with like the DPS split, because it seemed like we were doing really well having everybody kill either Illyria or the Simulacrum, whichever one was closest to us at the time. Especially since like Illyria got to 70% and the Simulacrum got to like 15 or whatever percentage. So I think that works really well. It's just a matter of making sure that we're all coordinating where we're at and standing, because we were running out of room and we were having some difficulty with the ads. So I might go, for me, I might go Affliction so that it'll be easier for me to like interrupt some of the ads. That way they'll run towards us. But I think just like with any of these bosses, it's just going to be practice and reps. The more we pull it, the more we see the fight, the more we get accustomed to doing any of the mechanics, it's going to be a lot easier to actually see more and more. Because that was the furthest we got on phase 2 out of any of our pulls. And we got really, really close to needing to use the next pie slice, which was really good as well. So I think we're getting there. It's just going to be a matter of just, we got to pull it.
I just wanted to like specifically let you know, like when it comes to like talking about when you split like range and melee, I'm kind of in an awkward position where I'm not either.
Well, thankfully, I don't think we had any melee tonight. Now that well, we had Nebulum, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like, he was like the only one.
Yeah.
But no, that'll work. I think just try and see if you can't like blink towards Illyria for the first phase, and then if you can't reliably or consistently.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can always try that every time, and if it hits, great, and if it don't, whatever.
Yeah, the only main worry is that because like we killed it just fine like several times in a row tonight. It's just a matter of like, is it going to be easier or harder, and are we going to be able to negatively or positively impact everybody's DPS on the boss? Because that's like the main thing.
There's also the worry though that like I'm gonna go for whatever his name, and the other person, like if it's a mage, I mean maybe they'll blink towards the same guy too.
Yeah, that was a lot of what was happening today. That's why I had us jump off early, because like one person wasn't moving, and then like we missed Demiar's arrow like 4 times.
Okay, one of those was me, but I'm going to die on the hill because I was in the melee. I stood behind him. I was physically behind him, and I got there. I'm like, oh sweet, like I'm right here, and I tried to hit him, and I'm like, what? So I don't know if you can't be physically behind him or something.
I don't think it matters. It should still hit him if you're behind him. It should, but Blizzard's spaghetti code is leaving much to be desired. But no, I still think tonight was really well. We killed a new boss, and we were able to get halfway through phase 2. We almost hit phase 3, and I think at the health percentage that Illyria was at, we probably wouldn't have killed her in phase 3 even if all of us were alive, but I think that we would have been able to get a good college try in at it.
Oh yeah, no, at this point it's just going to be nothing but repetition and repeat.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, obviously, like, I don't want you to think, like, well, why the fuck is Chess never stacking with us?
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I cannot keep track of individuals in the raid. It's all a blob. So, like, part of the reason why, like, the main reason why I never call anybody out specifically is because it doesn't help them improve, and it just makes them nervous that they're being watched. And second, the partial reason why I never call anybody out in the middle of the raid is because I don't know where the fuck you are. Like, I don't know.
In my head, I'm like, well, I'm pretty fucking obvious who and what I am. I'm the only, like, dragon thing breathing fire halfway across the map,
Like, I have no clue who anybody is at any given moment unless I, like, target them. And there's so much going on that I'm not able to reliably target players, so I just don't do it. And so, like, if you're at ever any point wondering if I'm, like, judging you or silently going, why the fuck isn't she doing what I'm telling her to do? I don't know where you are. I don't know. So, like, I'm not thinking that. And the only time that I'll notice... Like, the only time that I'll notice specifically is if, like, you have the fear on, like, Dread Breath on the fucking dragons. And even then, that's a very low chance of me actually identifying where you're at.
Well, 9 times out of 10, if it's that and I'm getting caught by it, it's probably because I'm rescuing the person who had it out of the group. Because I'm usually putting them in the right spot. But no, I do try my best to be in the right spot, but I struggle sometimes with the calls that you make because I can't physically do it. Game limitations won't let me, and then I'm kind of like stuck. You're all like, all right, I'll range stack here, and I'm just like, I can't reach from there. That's like high shelf. So yeah, so if anybody ever comes and you're like, Chess is always out of position. Chess can't stack half the time unless we're doing like melee stack.
For what it's worth, I've never received anything like that. In, like, the almost 3 years that we've all been raiding, like, I've never had anybody whisper me specifically about any particular person.
I'm just letting you know if it ever does happen. There's probably a good chance the reason I was standing wherever I was standing. 9 times out of 10, it could also just be my breath was about to come up in 3 seconds, so why position when I'm just gonna breathe into that spot?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
The start of the fight, like, I don't even stack with you guys, because I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna stand in the middle of the rooms. The first thing I do is I'm breathing right into the boss, so... What's the point of pre-positioning? Like, I'm gonna end up in the exact same spot every time.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Also, how much gold does Blue have?
Blue actually has less than 100k in their entire account. Last I saw, they had 30k, and I think they've been doing a lot. The repairs have been kind of eating them a little bit. So
let me see.
Blue's kind of on the brokey side.
It's always a jump scare because it feels like repairs have gotten more expensive this expansion somehow.
Well, as the gear goes up, and that also means usually the item level gear for the cost goes up with them.
Yeah. Complete a neighborhood post
haven't had a chance
route.
to play this week due to work, so like they haven't even been a chance. They haven't had time to play at all. If you've ever seen Blue online, it was me.
Oops.
Yep. Blue, because Blue got permission to move here, but they have to get their license. So they spent the entire week doing driving school, so they haven't had time to do anything.
Got permission to live here? What does that even mean? Aren't they an adult?
It's the same thing with like getting permission to like marry your daughter kind of thing. Like obviously you can marry whoever you want, but it's better to do it with families. Like, okay.
I was telling Jade.
Living 1,000 miles away from her family.
I was telling Jade about like whenever I moved, because I moved about the same, about 700 miles away from where I grew up, and it's like
1,400 is how far Blue's moved.
I deadass didn't tell my parents I was moving until like a week later, or like a week before.
Oh yeah, no, I did the same thing. I told my parents two months before I moved from Indiana to Missouri. And my mom was just like, oh, okay. I was like, bye, Mom. But this is Blue's first time ever leaving like their family.
Yeah.
to a distance, and they were afraid that like if they just up and did that, their family wouldn't like. If anything ever happened, their family wouldn't want them like help them come back.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for the topic. I'm sure you have to go do dogs and stuff. So.
I do.
Yes, but thank you. I needed to sort out how that was gonna work for 25-yard range that Blizzard has tormented me with, because for some reason this raid has been horrible for evokers. Bring paladins. You have us kiting like the side of the room, so I have to like take my breath and like side skirt it, just hope to God I don't put like a fluffy head or something. I'm like, gonna go off again.
No worries. Yeah, it's like I said, it'll be fine. Like, we'll try to do that strat where you just kind of blink towards the middle and see if that helps it, because it is gonna be a little bit faster, closer. But I'm not gonna bust anybody's ass if they can't actually physically do the mechanic, like, especially if we've been doing the phase just fine. But I am gonna go take the dogs out and see if Jade needs anything, and then I'm gonna try and do keys.
Yeah.
Thanks for raiding.
Oh, yeah.
All right, talk to you in a little bit.